Hello everybody! It is Kulipup here again, and I'm sorry my lighting is just atrocious lately. It's absolutely atrocious. Okay, so we are going to be doing the laws of attraction and understanding, the laws of attraction and love and understanding how it works with you. So, just going to wait for a few more people to come over here, and then we will get started. Hello, Maureen. Hello, my dear. Hello, RuPaul. How are you doing, guys? You okay? Hi, sweeties. All right. We are here. I'm just going to be waiting for just a minute. Hi, sweets. We're just going to wait and see who, for other people to come, and then we're going to start. So give it about another 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll keep going. Hi, Maureen, sweetheart. Hi, Renee. Hello, Harold, and hello, my love. Okay, so we are still waiting. We're still waiting. We're gonna go into Pam. Hi. Oh, Hazel. Hello. Hi, sweeties. Sarah, it's nice to see you. We're gonna leave this page. Okay, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. Oh, everybody's coming in. We're gonna give it another minute. Hopefully we'll get more and more people here. Give it about 2 more minutes, guys, or ladies. 2 more minutes, and then we are going to start. We're going to see who else wants to come in. I'm going to try my best not to write too much on the whiteboard because I know it's going to show up backwards. We're going to do our best here. Okay. So, So, how's everybody doing? Oh, wait. Okay, I'm sneaking in at work. Can I save this just in case I have to leave? Yeah, of course. I will definitely save it, and we'll definitely share it as well. So, that sounds wonderful. Patty. Hello, Patty. Don't worry, yep. If it may be helpful for you guys to get a pen and paper tonight. However, don't worry if you can't at all. It's totally fine. But I want to be a little bit more interactive, so get ready to do some typing because I'm going to want to hear your opinions on a lot of things. Hi, Chaka. Chaka, my love, do not worry. If you are unable to stay for the entire lesson, then we will, of course, I will save it and we will share it as well. Oh, thanks, RuPaul. RuPaul is like, I want to get on this. Let's share it. Let's just get more people in so we can start. Hello, Sharon, my sweet. Oh, bless you. Hazel, my dear. It's not nice when you've got a headache, but I will try to be as easy as we can. As easy as we can. All right. It is 8:05. I'm sure we're going to have more people come in when they are ready, but for now we're going to get started. If you're just joining us, then don't worry. I will, of course, save this and we'll go on from there. So, firstly, welcome. This is going to be my lesson on the, I cannot write because it'll come up backwards. But this is the laws of attraction and love. I'm just going to put L-A, laws of attraction. Because again, I can't write backwards the whole time. Alrighty. So, firstly, there's a few things that I want to go with. Hello, Rebecca, my sweet. We are going to, for one, firstly understand the laws of attraction and actually how it works, because we need to know what the system is in order to put the information in there to get back what we want. All right, so we're going to go through how it actually works. Then we are going to go through how do we actually attract love. Okay, when we understand how the system works, now how are we going to use it? How are we going to attract love? We're going to go through knowing what kind of partner you want, and we are going to go through, of course, what you need to also do in order to get it, and a little bit about what you actually do once you're in the relationship that you've got too. And we're just going to go briefly over this. Hello, sweets. Okay, so firstly, understanding the actual law of attraction. Okay, so I want you to think of the universe not as just beautiful stars and not as just, energy and trees and birds and everything like that. It's not just what you see. the universe actually runs on a self-organizing algorithm. Now, if you don't know what an algorithm is, it is basically it's a computer program that organizes. Okay, loads and loads of things work off algorithms. Facebook has an algorithm when it's trying to find illicit material and get rid of it. Google, YouTube, all of these are algorithms. So what is the algorithm of the universe? How does that work? Well, it is always self-organizing. Okay, always self-organizing. And how does it organize? It either organizes to love and light, and we're going to put a heart in there. That was terrible. I'm sorry. Okay, so it either organizes to love and light, okay, or it's going to organize to negativity. Okay, that's what the law of attraction is going to do. It's either going to go to the good or it's going to go to the bad. Now, the universe does not give a rat's backside whether you are a good person. It doesn't care whether you're a bad person. It doesn't care if you deserve it, if you don't deserve it. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because it's all based off of your actions. If you're living in love, light, and fruition and fulfillment, this is what you're going to get back. The universe is going to organize this for you. If you're living in negativity, it's only going to organize negativity for you. Okay? So really important to understand that part first. Hi, Chrissy. For everybody who is new that has joined us, don't worry if you've missed the beginning part. I will be sharing and saving this video for you to watch again later on as well. So don't worry if you've missed anything. Okay. So now how does it actually organize? So whether it's going here or here, it works off of your heart, what's in your heart and what's in your head at the same time. So, for example, hi Sarah, hello my love. If your heart is full of love, your heart is full of love, and your thoughts are also full of love, you're going to get back in love. Whether that be romantic love, friendship love, just love in general, you're going to get that stuff back, okay? However, if your heart is full of want, so for example, if you are an individual who is wanting love, okay? Not that it's full of love already. It means if you're wanting, it means that you are lacking inside here. So if you are constantly in the state of, I need a partner, I need a good woman, I need a good man, I want. What you're telling the universe at that time in your heart is that I want. Not that I have, but that I want. So what the universe is going to do is it's going to organize a situation or situations that will give you the feeling of, I want. Which means it just sucks, because a lot of us are then stuck in this torrential loop of wanting but never having. Okay? So this will stop this from happening. So this is what we're going to correct in this lesson today. Now, you may be asking, well, hey, Kulipup, what about the people who are really lonely, or they're just assholes and they seem to find love? How come they get it? And the thing about that is, if you're not feeling the love in your heart and you happen to find a relationship, it is because it was either scripted or fated to be so. So basically, somebody else, or it was the fate of the universe that you have not altered, that has allowed you to come into somebody else's timeline where they are looking for you, right? So again, fated or scripted, whichever way you want to call it that. Now, but we don't want to wait for that. Why do we want to wait for somebody else to have us in their life like that? Let's go get this love right now. Okay, so that's what we need. Selena, my dear, if you would like to know about your love light, and this is for anybody, if you are looking for a relationship or love reading, by all means, I'll pop my link in order to go onto my booking site where you can just book in a reading if you like. and so forth. But right now, I'm going to teach you how you can do this without you even, worrying about me. Now, I have my notes on my computer, by the way. So when you see me doing this, it's just because I didn't want to print it out. Okay. Now, I would just like to say, though, before I get into how we attract love, okay, I want you guys to know that true love, and I'm not talking about just a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of one night love. I'm not even talking about, like, oh, we've been together for a few months and everything's cool kind of love. I really mean true love. The kind of love that hits you so deep in your heart. The kind of love that is so accepting, that is so inviting, that is so sensual. That kind of true love. That kind of true love is not attracted by how pretty or handsome you are. Has nothing to do with it. Okay? It is not attracted, you do not attract this kind of love with how much money you earn. Definitely not. You do not attract that kind of love with the kind of clothes you wear. That does not attract that kind of love. And you definitely do not attract that kind of love with what you do for a living. Okay? So if you were ever to think that, hey, because I'm pretty, hey Kaz, because I'm pretty or because I'm super handsome or I've got a killer body, I wear awesome clothes, I have a high-paying job, and I'm a CEO of something. If you believe that just simply having those qualities are going to attract you true love, you are very, very highly mistaken. Not saying that you can't have true love if you have those things, but I'm just saying if you are basing that off of, oh, this is what's going to get me love, you are very, very wrong. What that's going to get you is somebody who only values you for your looks, who only values you for your money, who only values you for the outward appearance, which is all fake and it's all bullshit. Let's face it. So, true love, that love that you want right there, that's going to only forever and only and forever be attracted by your heart. Okay? So that's something you've got to really, really tear down all of those things and look at your heart. Yes, Nancy, exactly. And your spirit. Well, your spirit is your heart. That is where your spirit resides, is in your heart. Okay. So, now that I've gotten that spiel out the way, let's actually go into step 1. What kind of partner do you want? And the reasons why we need to, when we are going through the process of identifying or trying to attract, again, we're trying to get the law of attraction to pull in the love that we want. Okay? We're now in control here. So you've got to tell the universe, hey, what kind of person do I want to attract? Oh, thank you, Selena. I believe so too. So, now tell me, you guys, tell me, you're on here. What are the qualities in a partner that you look for right now? So if you're single, let me know what you're looking for. If you're in a relationship, what are the qualities that you value in your partner? Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to see some messages through here. I want to see your opinion. What qualities do you look for in a partner when you are looking? Now, could it be, and let's all be really, really honest here too. Let's not sugarcoat it, or this is a safe space, okay? This is a safe space. If you're just like, I'm looking for a really hot ass, then, put it down, put it down. So true understanding, RuPaul, we've got true understanding. Nancy, we've got trust. Janelle, honesty, loyalty. Chaka, spirituality, employment, non-abusive, independent, responsible, career-driven, stable, honest, compassion. Wonderful. Wonderful. Honesty and caring. Excellent. Excellent. Calling you out on your bullshit. Caring and genuine, right? I agree. I agree. You say that, but I know you, Harold, that if somebody's calling you out of your bullshit, you'll probably be like, what? Oh. Non-cheating. So loyalty, really. Yes, and compassion. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, we've got all of these things. Thank you ever so much. Thank you for your comments. We've got a really good selection there. Humor, yes. Hazel, humor. I agree. I definitely agree. A sense of humor is always so freaking important. So now let's see this. So out of, thank you so much. Out of all of the things that we've just listed here, I'm so sorry. I have so many notifications coming up, but I can't see. Oh, bless you. Okay. So now out of all of the comments we've just seen here, how many of them do you believe have actually been within the partners that you have had? Okay. We had a lot of things. We had a lot of things on there. How many people can say that they have had partners that depicted those qualities, right? I know we've all had some partners who depicted some, but maybe not others. You know, we have partners who can be absolutely wonderfully funny, but then 20%, Nancy, you've put 20%, Renee, you've put only 1. And isn't that shockingly terrible? Isn't that terrible? Who else? Anybody else? How many partners have you been with? Yeah, with all of that's wonderful. Pam, no. 1 out of 5, 10%. Gosh. See, Kaz, I'm so happy that you've found a partner that's able to do that for you. And I wish everybody had that. I'm not going to lie, I have that. All of those qualities that you've put down, I have that in my twin. It was harder, and don't get me wrong, but I have that. And it's sad that when I see the world that is so full of magnificently beautiful individuals, that is so full of people with hearts that are just beaming and bursting with love and with light. And it is terrible for me to see how much pain my hearts and my spirits and my fractals are going through because of this. So, what I want you to do is, and this is just for your own kind of bits, all of those things that you said or that you saw that you're like, yeah, I want my partner to have these kind of qualities, I want you to write them down. Get out your pad and pen and piece of paper. And this is, of course, if you're looking. If you are currently in a relationship and you are happy in that relationship, then maybe you won't have to do it. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to literally make a list and write down the qualities of the individual that you want. Okay? Now, and here's a couple extras as well. I know I like my partner to have emotional control as well. I don't want a partner that is going to react based on their emotions. I want a thinker, somebody to think. I want somebody who has a little bit of oomph in their noggin there as well. Not necessarily, you don't got to be Einstein, but you know, a little integrity as well. That's a good one. And I want somebody who has love that is just overflowing in their heart at the same time. Okay. So you've got, so you've made your list, hopefully, or please do make a list of what you want in your partner. And then we will proceed on to step 2. Okay. Now that we know what we want, let's go and get it. So step 2 is, and this is the biggest thing, right? This is the biggest one. You are now activating the, you know, I'm going to put this law of attraction. Okay, just so we know what this is. This heart is the law of attraction in this, this depiction. So now that we know what we want, we've told the universe, we've told our algorithm, we've told everything, I want a partner that is loyal, full of love, has integrity, has emotional balance, who is honest, who is trustworthy and loyal. and so forth. So we've got our list down. Now let's put our order in, okay? So in order to get this amazing person with all of these qualities, I wonder, who knows me? Who knows me well? What am I going to say right now? Does anybody give it a go? Who can anticipate, using your fabulous intuition, what I'm going to say? Anyone? No. No. Okay. I'm going to wait. No. All right, I'm going to tell you. So, what you need to do is you need to communicate with each other. No, not quite. Almost though, almost. Hazel! Yay! Hazel gets a star. Oh my gosh. It's a rubbish star, but it's also a Hazel! I'm trying my best to write this backwards. Okay. Hazel, you get a star and a heart. And Renee as well. Exactly. You need, in order to do this, you need to do this to yourself. If you want to attract in love, you need to be feeling love in your heart and in your mind in order to tell the universe, this is what I want, and match it up to all of these qualities. Okay? So very important. So very important. So, you need to love yourself. Truly. You need to treat yourself the way you are going to treat your partner. Right? Okay. Chrissy, you've said vision as you have this life already, so you feel it in your heart and mind at the same time. Exactly. Visualization is definitely there. By all means. All of it. Whatever you can do to activate that feeling of love and not want. Again, we're not telling the universe, I want love. You are telling the universe, I am love. I am in love. I am loving everything, because then the universe is going to throw so much freaking love back at you. It's unreal, because that's what you're telling it. You're telling the universe, I am love. So all you're going to do is get back love. So when I say treat yourself, how you want a partner to treat you. So I want you guys to tell me some of the things you have done for your partners within your relationships. Okay? So common things that you would do for your partner in your relationship. So give me a couple. We're going to go for a couple here. Common things that you would do for your partner in your relationship. I just want to see some lists. I'm going to tell you some because I've got a couple written down here as well. Please, I want to hear yours too. Things that most people do for their partners. They compliment them on how beautiful they are. They cook for them. Exactly. Jean makes me think about shifting into the fifth dimension. Well, I hope so. I definitely hope so. There's a plenty more where that came from too. Exactly, RuPaul, you would love him with all your heart. Kaz, you would cook and clean. Sacrifice, Maria. Cook, keep home clean. Pam, yep. Put my selfish wants to do what she needs. Excellent. Excellent, being selfless. How about appreciating them for their flaws? You know, how many times has your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or your wife said, "Oh, I feel so fat. Oh, I don't look good here. Oh, I'm such a klutz. Oh, I'm this, I'm that." And then you look at them and you're just like, "You're so beautiful. Why do you feel this way? I don't know what you're seeing." Because you look at your partner and you see their flaws and you think there's nothing but beauty there. Right? You know? How often, oh yes, Sharon, you said love them and be there for them. Exactly. Exactly, because you want the best for your partner. Predict their needs, yes. Predicting their needs, having some foresight. You know, going like, you know what, I see this situation is coming up. I know you're going to need a little cuddle later. So I'm going to make sure I clear out my day for you. Accept for them for who they are, Sarah. Exactly, exactly. Loving them no matter what, through good and bad, definitely. How about like caring for them when they're sick? How about that too? You know, when you see your partner not doing well, what's the first thing you want to do? You want to go get them Neocitrin. You want to make sure they're eating the right foods. You want them to have medicine. You want them to be comfortable and just relax, right? Amelia Asto, allow them to be and express themselves openly and understand their emotions. Exactly. Stand through thick and thin. You've got it, RuPaul. Oh, Pam, I know you've done way too much, but that is another story. Totally another story. So, now, we've got a wonderful list there. And let's go. And again, what I had was, you know, say how beautiful they are, you know. Appreciating them for their flaws. Be understanding when they mess up, right? Be understanding. Yes, TLC, looking after them when they're sick and passing, definitely. Definitely. But again, I want to emphasize on the be understanding when they mess up. Right? Like how many people, if your partner's made a mistake, yeah, it may get a little annoying, but you're just like, you know what, I love you. We're gonna be okay. You know, you do that. You do that all the time. Making time. How many people here have made time? You know, you've got a busy schedule, you've got kids, you've got work, you've got this, you've got that, but yet you put out the effort and you make time for this individual, for the one you love. Exactly. Oh, bless you guys. Understand, forgiving them. Exactly. When they mess up, you forgive. Making time for them. And then, yes, of course, caring for them when they're ill. So, now I want to ask you guys, how many times, and I'm sure you know what I'm going to say here as well, how many times do you do these things for yourself? How many times do you look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm beautiful? How many times do you look at your flaws, every flaw that you have, and go, you know what? I love me. Flaws and all. These flaws build my character. They make me who I am. You know? I wouldn't be Kulipup if I didn't have this little thing with my teeth. And my face kind of always slants over to this side. I wouldn't be Kulipup if I didn't have that. You know? Like, how many times do you truly look at your flaws and love them? You know? Just the same way you would love your partner's flaws. Right? How many times when you mess up, when you make a mistake, how many times do you forgive yourself for it? Right? How often, when you've made a mistake, do you go, you know what? It's cool. People make mistakes. I'll get it next time. It's fine. How often do you do that? Or do we go, as you said, see, RuPaul, you've just said it. In fact, I blame myself for my flaws. Oh, Renee, you never saw that with me? Yeah, like, I got, like, crooked teeth. Oh, see? Hazel, I'm ugly and I'm proud. You are not. You are stunningly beautiful. Oh. Yes, Maria, I learned that to love you, you must learn to you must first love yourself. Very true. Oh, Sarah, I'm so glad. Sarah says, before not so much, but now thanks to you almost every time. Wonderful. Because we've got to do this. Now, here's another thing. How often, you know, when you're pushing aside your busy schedule for your partner because you want to go on a date night or you want to do things, how often do you push that time around for yourself? Okay? Like literally, how often do you go, you know what? I'm going to move this around, I'm going to do that just so I can have 2 or 3 hours to myself. Right? How often do we do this? I sure as hell know that most people don't. Because whenever I say take an hour out for yourself, all I get back is, oh, you know, with the kids and work and so forth, it's so hard to get an hour. And I'm like, it's not hard. You just have to want to do it. You have to love yourself enough to want to spend time with yourself. So Emiliasti says, rarely before, but the more my frequency goes up, the more I love and accept flaws. Wonderful. That's exactly what you need to do. Because you realize that it is, that when you look inside yourself, when you love yourself, you realize that this is just an outer shell. Your attractiveness, the way you are attracting love, is through the inside, through your heart. Because I know, all of you right now, I know you can feel my heart. I know you can feel my heart, and I know you can feel my energy, and I know you can feel my love. But the thing is, that's what I put out there to the universe. So that's why you are attracted to me, and I'm attracted to you, because we are full of love here, right? How else would I find such beautiful people if I did not have love in my heart? How would I find such wonderful people? Right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not here on a romantic mission or anything like that. But I receive nothing but love, and I give you nothing but love. And that's how it works. Yes, excellent. Amelia Astor, you're absolutely right. Sarah, you're absolutely right. You know, how often, and I'm gonna rant a little bit more again, how often do you take care of yourself when you're sick? You know? How often? Yes, and I hope you have more free time for yourself now too. You really, really do need to enjoy it with yourself. You really, really do. But going back to it, how bloody often do you take care of yourself when you're sick? Because I know there are so many women out there that literally will go to work when they're sick. They will do the taxes. They will clean the house when they're sick. All the while running around with some tissues and going like, oh, I just got to get this done. Right? You would not even dare let your partner, or not let, because you can't let, you don't own anybody, but if you saw your partner was sick, you would literally be like, no, babes, you're unwell, let me get you soup. Drink the soup, you will be well again. But you don't do that for yourself. Right? You don't do that for yourself. When do you go, you know, you are sick? When do you call into your boss and just be like, you know what? I could be working, but I know I'm not well and I need to stay home right now because I love myself, because I want my body to be well. No, we don't. We just keep going. That's a lot of women that I see. Men, on the other hand, men will suppress anything and everything until the last bloody minute. So that is very, they will have an illness for years and won't do anything about it until the very last minute. Then they are down and out. And if only men, you do the same thing, you know? If you're sick, take care of yourself. It is okay to love yourself as a man. You know, it's okay to accept yourself, to accept your flaws, to accept your weaknesses. Because only as you accept these will you be able to overcome them. You have to acknowledge them first. Just like us ladies, we have to acknowledge our flaws. We also have to acknowledge our weaknesses in order for us to accept them and progress on with them. Oh, gosh, Sarah, I know. Trust me, you're like in the, I'm sure you're in level 11 now, so cellular regeneration has started for you, so you shouldn't get sick anymore at all. Anywho's, so, now that we have, and thank you ever so much, you guys, for, you know, sharing with me as well. Now let's just recap here. So we've told the universe the kind of person we want, somebody with a heart full of love, somebody with integrity, somebody with honesty and loyalty and everything that we want. Qualities of a man or a woman, or a person, I should say. And we're not telling the universe that they have to earn 6 figures a year. We're not telling the universe that they need to drive a certain car or earn or have a certain position. Like we can't tell the universe, oh, I want somebody with integrity, this and that, but also they have to look like a swimsuit model and be super rich at the same time and take care of me. Not how it works. And plus, if there was a super rich person who had a really fantastic heart with integrity and loyalty and love and everything, trust, they have already been taken by the time they were like 18. They've been wiped off of the market for a long time. But anyway, so you cannot put a label on it. All right? Well, you can tell the universe what you want in terms of qualities, but don't limit yourself. Because that's where a lot of ladies, I'm not going to say ladies, but a lot of people, because there's a lot of guys that do that too, like, oh, she's got to be a dime, she's got to have like booty for days, she's got to be a freak in the bedroom and, can cook in the kitchen and all that jazz. And they do the same thing, and it's all rubbish. So we know what we want from the heart of somebody. Now, we know how to attract that love by loving ourselves. Because when we love ourselves continually, then our hearts are always in love. And we are always telling the universe, bring me love, because we love ourselves. Okay? So, what happens when you actually attract this love? Because this can all happen really, really quickly. I promise you, if you follow these steps, if you learn to love yourself truly, and you have a realistic and a proper idea of who the kind of individual you want to attract, they're going to come to you really quick. As long as you've got the love in your heart, it's not going to take very long. It can happen in just a matter of weeks to a couple of months, right? So be prepared to have results with this too, right? It's going to work. That's right, Sharon. If you love for themselves. Correct. So, once you've gotten into your relationship, now, this is how you're going to keep them, okay? Or how you're going to ensure that you are progressing within this relationship that you've just discovered and that you just found. It is the oldest saying ever. You need to treat them the way you want to be treated. Okay? Simple as that. And you have to also remember that when times are bad, because times will always be bad, it's a process of growth and it's a process of progression when you have bad times, because it's through the hardships that you really learn, okay, that you really progress. So when times are getting bad, this is not about the good times, because when the good times are good, everybody's happy and everybody's laughing. But when you get into that argument, when you come into that disagreement, when you find these things, you need to remember that you either grow stronger or you're going to break, right? That's all that's going to happen. So Maria, you said, my life has changed when I came to acknowledge that I am a wonderful soul and that I have so much to give. Excellent, right? Your acknowledgement, and especially when you're putting that acknowledgement into action, will only lead to good things happening to you. And Hazel, you are correct. That is natural law. The law of attraction. It'll happen. So, what do you need to do? When you are in your relationship, you need to remember hurt. You need to remember hurt. Okay? You need to remember hurt so that you don't get hurt. Okay? So what does hurt stand for? Honesty. When you join into this relationship, this new relationship that you found, the first thing you need to have within it is honesty. Okay? You've done all this work, attracting who you want into your life, inviting a new individual into your life to hopefully share your life with them. You need to be honest. And I'm not talking about just like, I love you kind of honest, or yes, I ate the last donut honest. I'm not talking about that kind of honest. I mean that when the times are bad and you're angry and you're frustrated, you need to speak. You need to process. You need to be honest with your feelings. Now, that doesn't mean that you are just hammering out your truth of what it is, going like, I believe that you're a dick. Because you honestly believe that. That's not necessarily what I mean. But being honest with yourself and with your partner. If there are things you like, you need to be honest with them. If there are things you don't like, you need to be honest with them. If there are behavioral patterns that you're seeing that you don't enjoy, you need to be honest. You need to speak up for yourself. If they are asking you to do things that you don't enjoy, you need to say so. Don't just go along with it. Because if you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to find that there will be problems down in the future, right? Okay, so you've got to be honest. Always and forever, honesty is the first and foremost, being truthful. The next, you have to have understanding. And I would just like everybody to know I am writing backwards right now. And I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job for writing backwards. I always have to give myself props for that. Ooh, secrets of all the universe, know all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I can write backwards. Anyway, sorry. You have to have understanding. Okay? Change your perspective. A lot of the times when we are going through difficult times with our partner and we get into an argument, the majority of the time, neither of you actually want to hurt each other. It's not like you go into an argument and go, oh yeah, I want to make that person feel pain. Thank you, Anne. I am pleased I am writing backwards. Yes, I'm fabulous. Anyway, I'm sorry. So, I'm like, yay, I got caught up with the compliments of me writing backwards. When we are in these relationships, when we are in these positions, like I know that if I get upset with my husband, in no way, shape, or form am I actually looking to cause him pain. I don't want to cause him pain. And I know he doesn't want to cause me pain, right? And so what it is a misunderstanding. The majority of the time when you have an argument with your other half who you love, it is a misunderstanding, right? So when you have understanding, you are then able to proceed forward. Now, what is understanding? Well, understanding is just being able to change your perspective. Okay, so when you have your partner coming through and they are, just like they're speaking to you in a certain way, or maybe you're speaking to them in a certain way, just try to shift your perspective. Because so many people, like, I'll tell you, because I do couples relationship and couples therapy and couples coaching and counseling and everything like that, mediation. And when I'm speaking with couples, the main thing that I get is just clashing, just heads butting completely. And it's really frustrating because I can feel their frustration. And I'm sitting here like, you just don't understand each other. Because we have men who are often very, very macho. Not all men are like so super macho or anything like that, but they don't like to show or reveal their feelings beyond anger, frustration, sadness, and happiness. Those are like the 4 emotions that a lot of guys will allow themselves to express. I'm not saying that they don't have other emotions, but those are the ones that they allow themselves to express. So often, and as females, as ladies, we have the range of emotions that we express. We express sadness, anger, hurt, disappointment, pain, euphoria, you know, happiness, everything. Because we have not been, our emotions have not been suppressed like that by society. But men, so many men are just like, they don't want to speak. They don't want to reveal anything, because that to them, or to what society is programmed into them, that is weakness. And they look at that feminine side of their energy as weakness. So instead of changing their perspective, they're normally headbutting with you. And then we have ladies who, if we are too much within our feminine energy, we are too nurturing. So when we have a guy or you have the dude that's coming at you, we tend to try to accommodate for that. We tend to try to make it better, nurture the situation. But all the while, we haven't spoken. We haven't really said what we feel. A lot of the times, a lot of women, we're not quite honest. We try to sugarcoat things. We try to turn it around. We try to make it seem like it's not as bad as it really is. You know, how many guys are just like, hey, is everything okay? And we're like, I'm fine. No, you're not fine. Stop saying you're fine. You're not fine. You know, and the lack of understanding, the lack of being able to change your perspective, to understand your partner and where they're coming from, that'll break a lot of relationships down. So you need understanding, okay? Now, R, of course, is you need respect. All right? When you get your partner. Sharon, you say, what do you do when I try to get through and he just ignores me? Well, I think for one, it does depend on the situation, and it does depend on the actual person. What I would do, and because I'm part of a twin flame set here, and everybody thinks twin flames are like, have the smoothest relationship ever, and you know, we're always lovey-dovey and so forth. Well, yes, we are now, because we've had to go through all of this crap in order to get to this point of blissful, wonderful marriage. But what I would do when my husband, because again, my hubby, he had a lot of the same tendencies. You know, he would go inside himself. He wouldn't want to speak, because my hubby was just like, you know, big broad shoulders and just like, yeah, I'm a man, that kind of thing, right? When he would not speak to me, what I would do is, instead of me kind of, back in the day, I would go in myself and just be like, he doesn't love me, he's not talking to me, like, you know, and I'd just be like, yeah, Sarah, I know, right? And I would just be like, nah, he's I would look at myself, and I would go internally, and I'd just be like, if there's something wrong with me, why he doesn't want to talk to me, and so on. That was one of those headbutting approaches, right? Because he would not talk to me, and then I would try to talk to him, but because he didn't talk to me, I'd feel all rejected and so forth like that, and it was really not very good. So what I would do instead, well, I don't have to do it now, but when I was going along there, was I would come to him, and if he's closed off to me, I would drop whatever it was that he was upset about, or that he could have been upset about with me. I would come to him and I'd just be like, you know what, babes, I know you're feeling a certain way right now, and I know you're not happy, or I know you're processing information, but I'm just letting you know I love you. That's all. I love you, and if you want to come talk, I'm here. Right? And I would give him a kiss on the head, or a kiss on the cheek, or a hug, or something, and then I would simply just go. I would sit. I wouldn't go out the room or anything, but I would just sit right there. And I would be in my presence. He would be in my presence, and I would be in his, just so he knows I'm waiting for him. No pressure. Because again, instead of right? Instead of pushing and us headbutting, if he pushed, I flowed. And then when he was ready, we would flow back together until we find our balance. All right? So again, if you have a partner who is just closed off to you, just remind them that you love them. Just remind them that, hey, I'm here. I'm here when you're ready. Because overall, I know we have an issue. I know we have problems. But I'm here and I'm ready to talk when you're ready, and I'm not going to force it on you. Okay? Because that's what we need. Sometimes we just need a hug, just something for our partners to tell us that I know it's a rough time, but we're going to be good. We're going to be good, right? And that goes on to respect as well, right? In our hurt. We respect our partners. I respect my partner's opinions. I respect his need to process information the way he deems appropriate. You know, I respect his opinions. When he says, I feel a certain way, I don't immediately go, oh, you shouldn't feel like that. There's no reason for you to feel that way or anything. I don't accuse him of anything. What I do is I go, you know what, I respect that you're feeling that way right now. I don't want you to feel that way right now, but you feel that way, and I don't want you to feel that way. So I respect your opinion. And then we have a discussion afterwards as well. You know, also, you want to respect the words of your partner. So often I find that when it comes to couples in a relationship, they speak over one another. They speak over one another so often. And it's kind of like, respect your partner the way you'd want to be respected. If you're speaking, you don't want anybody interrupting you. Even if that other individual doesn't want to hear what you got to say, you still don't want them to interrupt. So that's exactly what you are going to do with your partner. If they are speaking and they are expressing themselves, you are simply going to listen. You're just going to listen. You're going to listen, you're going to take it in, and yeah, some hurtful things may be said. You know, they may hit you here and you're just like, that's not true. And you're going to want to go, hey, remember you did this. But no, you sit and you listen, you take it in. Take notes if you need to. If you feel that you're going to get lost in the feelings, take some notes and just be like, okay, I've listened to you patiently. I've given you that respect. Now hear me, please. All calm, all totally civil, right? So respecting your partner. Okay, and of course that goes into respecting what they do, respecting who they are, respecting what they look like, just respecting them in general. Okay, and just remember that you chose them, or you summoned this person in through the universe, right? So you're getting what you've asked for. Just remember that one. And lastly, trust. You need to have trust in your partner, okay? Now, I'm not talking about the partner who is blocking you from Facebook, or, you know, hiding his phone details from you. I'm not talking about those kinds of partners, because those kinds of partners are clearly just shady anyway. And they weren't, and I'm sure those are the kind of partners that you did not summon or request through the universe. But I mean, when you have found the partner you absolutely love, when you have summoned through the universe this beautiful individual that you've requested, when times get hard, you still got to trust them, okay? You have to trust in what they're saying. You have to trust that when they say, I love you, that they really do, right? Because so many times, so many people, they don't trust their partners because they are suffering from deep hurt within themselves, hurt from another relationship, hurt from their past, hurt from rumors, you know, like, or hearsay, you know, somebody's going like, oh, I remember that lady's husband cheated on her, and now you're not trusting your husband because somebody else's husband wasn't faithful? Like, that's craziness. You gotta have trust. Trust your partner to want to care for you the way you are caring for them. All right? If you can give them that trust, they will feel it, and they in turn will give you that trust too. Again, everything's open at that point. So, remember, if you don't want to get hurt, remember hurt. so it doesn't come to you. Alrighty. Well, my darlings, that is my lesson. Any questions? Any questions from anybody else? Joyce, my dear, I know you came in a little bit later. I'm going to save this and of course re-share it as well. But any questions whatsoever with the last couple of minutes that we got? I shall wait. I will turn around. I will clean my board off. Don't worry. If I can't see any questions or if I don't hear your questions from you, please pop your questions in the comments anyway, because I'm going to be going through the comments afterwards and getting that going. If you enjoyed this lesson and you would like to say thank you for the energy and the time spent, please feel free to donate. PayPal.me/SourceTruth. If you enjoyed this lesson and you'd like other lessons, I do have a YouTube channel, which I will of course put in the description box, and a Patreon channel as well. Thank you, Anne. I'm really, really, really happy you enjoyed the class and you enjoyed the information. Next one I'm going to be doing is going to be on astral projection. All right, we're going to teach everybody how to astral project. So again, Fridays at 8, I think, are going to be my my main times. All right, thank you ever so much, my loves. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.